Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with Darth mod for this Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth campaign. Last time around, we seized Königsberg and ended the army, the remnants of the army that has fled to Tannenberg, ridding the province entirely of Prussian influence, and the province is up to scrap in terms of the fact that we have completely, what's it called? Repaired it. That's what I'm looking for. And we were then ready to bring our armies, which now number, we've got 3 of them, over to seize Berlin. However, just in that moment, wouldn't you know it, the Ottoman Empire declares war on us. So we're now at war with the Ottoman Empire, and I'm gonna be forced to send one of these armies down south. And I do think we're gonna send... I mean, this one is probably the one that's first gonna get resupplied. But I'm thinking... yeah, you know what? We'll send this one. For now, the Ottoman Empire doesn't have that big of a presence down here south. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send this army to join them down south. Then I'm also actually recruiting troops. So these guys are kind of low on cannon. So I'm recruiting 3 cannons. And then since we took over this, I'm being able to recruit 3 infantrymen at a time. And then these 2 forces will be moving towards Berlin. I'm not entirely sure if you can. I think you can actually resupply. Yeah, you can resupply within enemy territory. It's just that you need, I guess, to once you actually enable it, or once you click on it, you have to be in your own territory, I think. So we're gonna move that way, and we're gonna move so and so. Still don't like that this guy's here. Just kind of realized that he hadn't moved away. There's a lot of Protestants that could cause some problems. Also really need the money. 2,000 compared to like 800 in the capital. So that adds on a lot if we make now 5,000. So imagine if we remove 2,000 from that. There's gonna be troops there, so it's not gonna be that much of a problem. Right, we're gonna go ahead and end turn, and we're gonna see if the Ottomans are gonna strike. They can actually bypass the fort and go for the town, which I'm not too happy about. The town also has a fort. But the thing is, most of it is Muslim mob. It's actually shit troops. It's all shit troops, isn't it? It's all like melee units. But then again, my army is mostly melee units. You know what? We will be bold. They are dug in as well. That doesn't matter too much. Rather than wait for the Ottomans to strike us, we'll strike them. We'll bring in this cavalry unit. And then we'll strike whatever this general is called. Ali. Damat Ali. And his... well, their forces outnumber us. But most of it is just mobs. Which I think 9 melee attack, 13 defense, 6 morale, 4 morale, 6 attack, 4 defense. 6 attack is still not that bad. Thing is, my cavalry can probably sweep those guys away, so we'll discount all of those. And everything really. Not entirely sure. This one's kind of to watch out for. 10 melee attack and 11 defense. Puts them 1 point above the spearmen. Plus they've got charge bonus. 25 accuracy. Okay, so these guys are more or less kind of similar to our militia. Just they're 100 men more. Anyways, with that said, that kind of actually looks like, the picture kind of looks like a British naval officer, which I think it actually is. Can we take a closer look? No, we can't. Anyways, Stanislav. boldly moves to attack the Ottomans. He's not going to sit and roll his thumbs while the Ottomans scheme on move their forces into our territory. We're going to move our forces into their territory and have their countryside burned to a crisp. With that said, let's draw into battle and send this army back to Constantinople. Right, and here is the battlefield and my battle plan. So I've put the pikemen in the center and then the militia on the side. So we'll pin the enemy force, the melee force, with the pikemen from the front, and then have the militia swing in on either side shooting at the flanks. Same with the cavalry sweeping in from the flanks. We'll see where the enemy reinforcement turns up from. Probably somewhere around there. I think it were roughly on that side. So yeah. Okay, so they start actually off quite a bit of askew from us. I think they'll probably work out just fine. And looking on the map, I can see that the enemy reinforcement is coming up from over here. And it's a very funny unit. It's clad in chainmail from top to toe, musketmen, and that little... I wonder what that is, like that thing on the top of their head, because it's not. It does not look like that. It is armored, actually. It always looks like some sort of, I don't know what's it called, crocheted piece. So it looked kind of weird to have that on the top of the head. Cavalry ready to swing in from the flank and sweep the Muslim peasants away. And then we'll have the pikemen taking up the center. The Basi Baruch is on the furthest there. I think what we could do is we'll focus in the pikemen like so, and then these muskets will actually be turned to face the chainmail guys coming from the back, and then we'll have this guy going over there. So I think that will work. So we take the cavalry, charge this one out, maybe even the general's bodyguard as well. Oh, they're actually firing at us. Firing at my general. Didn't think this one really had any. Right, they're reforming the formation. They've got these obstacle here, which I'm worried about. I don't want to ride straight into that. These guys are charging. It's a really small peasant group. Kind of testing our line, I guess. Let's not fire as of yet, and I want you to move more into the extreme flank. It actually kind of works out better because now I've got kind of a free way of coming down at them from the flank there. They moved so far into the flank, they're actually going to strike this unit, I believe. And then cavalry will sweep down. And my pikemen got rid of those guys. And now my pikemen are sweeping through. I don't really see the peasant force of the Muslims really doing that much harm to me. We're gonna have this pike formation swing up from the side there, because I really need aid. Basi Baruch will slay the pikemen one-on-one. I don't see us really shooting down this unit. And it kind of looks like this pike unit actually needs aid, due to the fact that I guess they didn't really form a proper line. I'm gonna retreat them just to give the musket men. Bit easier to shoot at those peasants as they run. And then they're wavering and the pikemen will turn around and then they're broken. And now the militia can move up and these pikemen can move into aid over here. The cavalry kind of got stuck on this unit, which I don't really like. I'm gonna force them through and this musket unit needs to be turned that way. General will back off a bit. A pikeman going through. Let's see. Can I get some pike walls going through here? Not entirely sure what pike wall does. It's effect against head-on cavalry charge. It's just a massive melee now on that side. Let's see if we can get these guys. Oh, that pike unit's actually breaking. Aren't these guys on the side? It's the damned Basiburuk that's causing trouble. One cavalry unit will swing around there, get that one. Another one. Well, you know what? These guys are getting into the flank. So we'll go straight onto these guys and have this one move up, shoot in the back. And I think we'll actually send in the general to support there. Pikes are holding for now. I want you to go in on the flank there. So the general joined in. Oh, and there's the, I think that's the enemy commander right there. So if you could slay him, that would be great. I hope there's no risk of us losing our general. Let's see if we can get... There we go, enemy general. Ali is down, but so is one of our pike regiments. The Basiburuk are not too happy with being fired upon from the back. Are moving in both the militia units to fire into the back of the Muslim army. We're gonna have the cavalry swing in, attack these guys in the back. And yeah. These guys opening up from the back. And hopefully they'll shoot the enemy down before they completely break down my pikemen. And also I think I'll withdraw my general so we don't lose our general as well. And just as I said that, our general died. Great. Right, join the cavalry attack over there. The Basiburuk are definitely doing quite a lot to cut us down. It looks like I'm holding the line. Oh, they actually moved a unit to fire back and forth here with my militia. See how long they hold. Our cavalry there should hopefully break those guys. Got another pike unit running away. Means that I only have one pike unit left, which is also at this point kinda giving way. There's only 130 of them left. My cavalry there not doing too good. General's bodyguard leaving. Okay, they are gone, and I think my pike is about to give way. I'll order them to form square. And with this, we've kind of fed that Basiburuk unit to the point where it has become quite the deadly force. And there goes my last pike unit. However, the enemy is tired and now they're gonna have to run into musket fire if they want to... Oh, my cavalry was just killed off over there. My units are rallying, but they're all over the place. We got a bit of cavalry over here. Right, these guys are actually they're breaking down. I'm gonna rally the cavalry to chase them down. And then we're gonna have the 2 militia units turn to focus on that one. It's a more professional musket unit, but let's make sure that these guys do not come back. So very bloody battle, which seems that I overestimated the strength of our troops, which almost became our downfall. Thing is, we're gonna have trouble retreating out of this province after holding this battle, because I saw there were more enemy units coming in. I'm gonna move you to the flank. Hopefully you can move up and shoot from there. They've got the same kind of accuracy, so we should kind of be fine. The thing though is, I think these guys have more morale. Open fire. I think probably what I should have done is I should have gone harder on with the cavalry on in the beginning, and I should have made sure that they came round and attacked the main melee force in the back, and I think that would have made a bigger difference in the battle if I had focused in on that. Oh shit, these guys are back. That's not good. So somehow we, even us having cavalry chasing these guys, didn't actually force them off the field. They were rallying even with that, which I'm kind of surprised at. But now they're running again. Kind of need my cavalry fighting these guys though. So I don't think any more enemies are gonna rally. Send them up to the north, then have them come down into the flank of this unit. I'm destroying them. Right now they're focusing kind of oblique firing left, which possibly could mean that I could advance this unit to get closer to them. And then we could slowly close in from both sides. So if they would turn and fire at these guys now, then this one could move up and so forth. But it doesn't look like they're too concerned with this unit right now, which means that I can gain quite a bit of ground actually. Okay, now they turned, which means that I can get this one up. And the cavalry is about to join in. Hopefully before these guys break. And we're bringing these guys up in the flank. And now they're starting to waver. And as the cavalry strike, I think we're gonna see a break. And there we have it, they're broken. We are victorious, but it was a way too bloody battle. Both generals died. But at least, I mean, I don't think they have enough to mount a proper offensive. And then I have that second army ready to come in as well. So I think we'll be fine. But kind of puts a damper on everything because we were doing so well against the Prussians. But yeah, there we have that. Let's go back to the campaign map and see what we can do. And looking at the statistics, we can see that we lost over half the army, which is not great. But but at the same time, the enemy force lost 75% of their army, with only 1,200 men remaining. And as far as I can see, all my units are still accounted for, except for the general. So unfortunately the general was killed, but the Ottomans were pushed back. Unfortunately I can't really continue this, and I cannot really replenish the units. They do have... oh shit, there was a bigger army there. And it's got a cannon as well. That is not great. I've got some really great pike units here with great amount of chevrons. The thing is, those small units, I think we're better off merging them into one pike unit, and we're better off merging the cavalry into one unit, so we got a force that actually can fight. What I can do is I can possibly... I guess you cannot do as in Napoleon and sabotage the unit. We can infiltrate it though. Oh, there's actually quite a lot more units here. Oh, I keep pushing the... none. I want none. Wait. Battle difficulty is only on normal? It's supposed to be on hard. I read somewhere that the 40-40 save is set to hard. Why was it set to normal? We're gonna push it up even harder then. Hopefully it sticks as well. Maybe that's why I was doing so well against the Prussians. Didn't do so well against the Ottomans though. Gonna make sure we're gonna have these guys, we're gonna have these guys moving so that's fine. And I think, you know, given the fact that we had, what, 15 minutes for that battle, I think we can afford to go ahead and end turn. And, yeah, see what we can achieve after this. Or see if we'll have to find a second time over here. And there we are at the end turn, so we had some luck and we had some misfortune. Building a weaver's shop in Lithuania has to do with none of it. France and Spain broke alliance. Not that it matters to us. Yes, here we go. Saxony destroyed. That's not particularly good. One thing that is good though is that the Ottoman force here were just combining their strength, allowing us to actually leave, and we're going to leave all the way to the regional capital. And we're going to set up there and hopefully fight back against the Ottomans. I'm hoping to recruit 3 infantry units next turn. Given that there's so many Ottomans coming that way, I'm actually going to send these guys down to join down here. This army is need a little bit of replenishment, and then it's going to join its march over here. This army. Right, so what happened was the Prussian army took over Saxony, which means if I take over this, I'm not going to be able to make them my vassals. We're going to have to strike here. Or my plan is basically to have the what's it called? The Austrians and the Prussians fight each other and kind of break each other down. And I'm just going to sit here on the bridge and wait for them to do that. And then we're going to strike at Prussia's capital and make them our vassal. Right. I don't have a second battle. We do have quite a bit of cash to spend. It's up to 6,900 at this point. We're gaining per turn, which is pretty great. Gonna have more troops. Those 3 extra cannons gonna be useful against the Ottomans. I do have some I can recruit up here. I'm thinking proper cavalry regiments or lancers, possibly. Dragoons. No, we're gonna go for... Okay, I can only afford 1 lancer. Or, yeah. Well, we'll wait off. We'll wait with that, because probably need some... I need to keep some of that money. I want to see if there's any more reinforcements coming down here. Okay, so the Ottomans are seemingly sending troops from... Ah, shit. The organ gun. Well, if you thought this campaign was a bit easy, I have met the organ gun. I think we met the organ gun in my British. It's pretty darn devastating. It's not at all what you would think. It's got massive range. As I recall, it's got 500. Compare that with our cannons. Our cannons got 800. Well, not massive range, but massive for something that you think like an organ gun. And it does a lot of damage, as I recall. Anyways, I think this will be it, actually. I don't think we can fit another battle neatly within this. So this is our situation right now. We're actually in a 3-front war. However, luckily for us, Sweden is mostly occupied with Russia and so on. So that's going just fine for us right now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!